Hey guys, so I just realized that yesterday was my 9 month anniversary. It's been 9 months and one day now since I binge ate or overate. It's been probably around 7 months since I had sugar, flour, or starch. And saying that sounds as crazy as hearing it, probably, because I just really can't believe that. It's a little surreal to me. Um, because sugar, flour, and starch was the only thing I ever ate. I mean, I was hooked. Um, and I'm a very picky eater. That just really have always been super picky and only like junk. Um, so if I can do this, then anyone can do it because I was the worst. I really was. Um, and it's kind of crazy because that's 274 days. Yeah, 274 days um, without messing up, without giving in to temptation, and there's been a lot. That's through sadness, depression, anxiety, and even happiness. Because as we know, I mean, if you're watching this, you know that food brings joy. I mean, we've sought joy in food, and me a lot. I did that a lot because food was the only joy I had at all left by the end, and then even that was fading. So I was really at rock bottom, and something that I'm looking forward to this year a lot is Christmas because it's my favorite holiday, and this one is going to be really special because last year I was in such a messed up place. I was in such a deep depression, and I was 411 pounds. I could barely move, and that lack of being able to move caused my cardiovascular system to just really fall, and to where just getting up for like a second was causing me to be super out of breath. uh, the depression and my lack of mobility and my embarrassment and shame, that's probably the biggest one, actually, the embarrassment and shame, caused me to just completely skip our family Christmas. And a lot of people I don't see all year, I always see on Christmas. And you have the kids and everything, and I hated to miss it. It really is my favorite holiday, and I had to. I had to miss it. I couldn't imagine. First of all, I couldn't imagine even being seen because I just didn't feel like I was even mentally capable to show myself. Like I was just a mess. And to walk down, they have it in this big garage that's like off the road about half a block, and to walk there, I would have been completely out of breath. My back would have just absolutely been killing me, and I would have been super sweaty. And then you walk into this room with like 100 people, and you have to sit down. I'd have to be thinking, where's a seat? And these are people that you haven't seen for a long time, and when everyone gets there, they usually greet each other. But I would have had to, and I have in the past had to just find the nearest seat and sit down and kind of just grimace in pain as my back was throbbing and sweat profusely, which is embarrassing, and try to act like everything's cool. I couldn't put on the game face last year, and I ended up not going. And then this year, in a couple months, I don't have to worry about any of that. I don't have to worry about any of those things. I don't have to worry about my back. I don't have to worry about walking down there. I don't have to worry about sweating. I can go in. I can hug everybody. I can enjoy it how it's meant to be enjoyed. I won't have to have all these constant worries and debilitations holding me down. Um, so I'm really looking forward to it. It's my favorite holiday, and no matter what happens, just being able to go and to realize what a different place I'm in just one year later is going to be quite emotional for me, I'm sure, and it's going to be the best Christmas present I could ever ask for. So, I'm already satisfied with what I got for Christmas, and I really can't wait. So, fall's coming. I had a good summer, swimming and all that, and staying on plan through a lot of food shenanigans at my house and stuff like that. Um, you know, I've been saying for years, for decades, that this is going to be the year, and I always believed it, and I needed it. And around now is when I would be saying, okay, this year's shot, and I would feel bad and I would be crushed, and then in a month or two I would be like, you know what, next year I'm really, after New Year's Eve, I'm really going to do this, and and I would believe it 100%, and I would, wholeheartedly, and it would get me through the days, knowing that, hey, I'm really going to turn this around. There's hope. And then, of course, the same thing kept happening. And it was year after year after year. And this is going to be the first year in a really long time that I can. It's going to be the first year ever that I can say that I addressed the root of the problem, which was my binge eating. Um, and because I lost 250 pounds before in 2008, 2009, but I continued to binge. I would binge eat on the weekends under the guise of a cheat day. And I thought, other people do it. It's in plans that work. Why not me? And I wasn't accepting at that time that I had an actual eating disorder, an actual disease that would actually kill me. I didn't take it seriously. And last year, towards the end, I think I spent a lot of November and December depressed beyond measure, but also coming to the realization that this was beyond my control. I needed outside help, and thankfully, my friend Shed for Life was there, and he hooked me up with my nutritionist, and I was in that right place to where I said, I'm going to let go of everything I know, and I'm just going to do what you tell me. I'm not going to question it because my brain has got me here. My best thinking as Shed for Life loves to say, my best thinking has got me here. So it's time for something new, and I'm so glad. I'm just so thankful, that I'm here, and that um, I'm just in it. I'm in that groove that you always hope that you can get into. And it took a lot of hard work, but now that I'm in it, I appreciate it. And because I appreciate it, that's why I don't poke the dragon that is my binge eating. That's why it's been 274 days in a row. I could have messed up a few days along the way, and it would have had almost no effect on any of this. It wouldn't have mattered. But I'm afraid. I'm afraid to go back to that hopeless place. And for me, giving up sugar and flour, since I found, a lot of things I like to eat, and I found workarounds for things I like to eat, um, it's not too big of an ask at all, not to be able to live a more fulfilling life. And I don't know what's in store for me in the future. I'm just getting started. I'm not even halfway, really. I'm almost halfway there, and I still have a lot more to go. And next year is going to be the most, transformative year of my life, because next year is when it's going to get real. When you have 200 plus pounds to lose, the first 100 pounds doesn't make that much of a dramatic difference. I mean, there's a difference, but it's not dramatic. But that last, 100 pounds does. And not even so much the last 100, the last 30 or 40 really, start changing. And that will be nice, because there's a lot of times when, I'm walking through the store or something, and or walking on the side of the road, and I know when people pass me, they're like, oh, well, good for him, he's trying to turn it around. And I'm like, no, I turned it around a long time ago. Come on. I'm just, it's taken a long time. And you can get frustrated and all that, of course. And, but yeah, I'm just really hopeful and excited for the future. And I'm super proud of myself, and happy for what I've done this year, and to be able to not feel all that regret when I go to sleep at night, and know that I'm doing what's best for me, and I'm doing the right things, and it's working. So yeah, I've lost over 90 pounds now, and it's been 9 months and one day, and I'll see you guys back uh, next month for my 10 month, and hopefully I'll remember it on the day next time. I hope everyone's doing well. I want you all to know, if anyone's out there struggling, that even if you don't see the light, it's there. Head towards it. I didn't see it. It seemed like an impossible thing for me, and I just had all the obstacles against me. I just had everything against me, and I just didn't see how it would be possible. But I just started going because I had reached that rock bottom, and I didn't think I had any other choice. Like, what else was I going to do? Um, I mean, there was another choice. It was just to die slowly, but I had been doing that for a long time. So, sometimes you just have to have that blind faith. Sometimes you just have to believe. But no matter what you do, just go towards the light, make the right choices. Don't try to overdo it at the beginning. Don't try to race it. That's one of the biggest mistakes that I've made is, you want to lose more, you want to get it off. You just, we're impatient and something like this. The best thing to do is just to, realize it's a lifestyle change. It's not, for the next, 4 months, 6 months, 2 years, whatever you have to lose. It's not that. It's for the rest of your life. So you got to find something that is sustainable. Otherwise, you're just spinning your wheels, and you're going to end up back where you were, which, trust me, I know all about. So yeah, it's just that, eat healthy, um, and make healthy choices all the time. And if you don't have an eating disorder like I do, then of course, you have your, from time to time. But if you have a food obsession and eating disorder, you really do just have to stay away from it, because it's like Russian roulette. Maybe you can get away with it every once in a while, but eventually you're going to get hit. And if you're really serious and committed to changing your life, then you have to take action. You have to follow that. You have to follow through with it, and be 100% serious about it. That's what's worked for me, so that's what I'm telling you. Uh, Good luck, guys. Stay strong. Keep fighting. Until next time, knuckle love.